Hey, everybody. Stephen Billings here from Chasing Labels, and I'm here to do a little bit of a Blu-ray review for you. We got some more Imprint. Imprint, of course, if you don't know who they are, they're a boutique label from Australia, of course, doing great work. Yeah, they just keep, not only great work, but plethora of special features, and they're also bringing us a lot of titles that we don't see anywhere else. Um, so this review here is a little late, but um, I'm here to give you the May title, a couple of the May titles from this year. And the first one I'm going to show you is a double feature from a director called Lewis Allen. And this is two films from the mid 40s. You have The Uninvited from 1944 and The Unseen from 1945. Just off the bat, just the artwork is amazing. Of course, this is probably original artwork from the film, and of course, the aesthetics of Imprint box sets are always immaculate. Nice rigid cases. The slip box off the top is always a nice touch. And then you got your two films in here. The Uninvited. The Uninvited. This is one I did watch. Ray Milland is an actor I've always been a fan of, especially in the film he did, the Billy Wilder film, The Lost Weekend. Amazing performance in that film. But in this one, The Uninvited, you have a brother sister who buy this estate and come to find out it's haunted. You got to look into stuff like that. I don't know why people don't look into stuff like that. I mean, hauntings are normal. I mean, God, but very atmospheric. Some fun ghost effects at the end of this film is really cool. I'm a big fan. They're not always hits, but I'm always a fan of horror and thrillers from this time period because, they're always coming up with, kind of interesting ways to, provide the scares. It's not just trying to be gory or be, use jump scares necessarily. It's all about atmosphere a lot of times with films of this time. And I am always just endlessly, enthusiastic about checking out films like this. I did not see the second film, The Unseen. Kind of ironic. I haven't seen it yet. It's called The Unseen. I will get around to watching this because, it's like I said, it's a film of this genre that I'm fascinated by, and not a ton. It says here, a widower has long been suspected of bringing about his wife's death. With help, it helps not at all when series of murders coincides with Fiddling's move into new neighborhood. So there's some murder here. There's some I would assume horror here. I can't wait to get into this. Not a ton of features on this one. It's got a new 2K scan. It's got an audio commentary with Alan K. Rode, which is it's cool. New commentary, new video essay from Idgeman, Sarah Smith, and Max Envy. So that's cool. And then on the Uninvited, we get a little bit more. We got Catalinger, of course. I mean, you got Catalinger on it. She does a video essay. The Uninvited and the Female Gothic. You got some interviews here. I mean, this seems to be a really solid set of a couple classic horror thrillers from Lewis Allen. So if you need to add to your Lewis Allen set, this might be the way to go. So The Unseen and The Uninvited. The other thing that I got from May is a film I'd seen a while back ago. I believe I got an edition of this from Warner Archive. Maybe. It's Warner Archive, Kino. It's one of the two. I think it might be Kino. And that's the film The Man Who Haunted Himself, starring Roger Moore, of course, of James Bond fame. And that's I think that was the thing that initially got me invested in wanting to watch this film. Not only because it seemed like something up my alley, a man who's kind of dealing with some kind of mental thing. So, films that are character pieces that are about psychological, things like Memento, things like like that. Where there's something going on, you don't really know what's going on. You don't know if it's in his head or if it's actually things like that. I'm always into how not only the subject matter but like how the story is told, because I think that type of storytelling, um, it can be cliche, but it can also be, if done right, can be done in a fascinating way. And I thought that this was a fascinating way of doing that, kind of story where you have this man who's um, doing things, and then people are telling him he's not doing. It's an interesting film. I don't want to give away anything. It's very much a a film that you should experience yourself. But yeah, Roger Moore. I had to check it out. I was like, he's a James Bond guy. It's kind of similar to how I felt about Christopher Reeves. Him as Superman, and not a lot of people know him for much of anything else. People just see him as Superman, but he'd done other films. I mean, the Death Trap is one of my favorites of Christopher Reeves that I discovered when I started looking at his other works. But with this one, Roger Moore just really puts on a show. I mean, I think if you really want to see some of the real range of Roger Moore, this film's a good place to start, because he goes to some dark places in this film. Yeah, it's a really cool movie. I really love it. I love the visuals. I love this art here that's used on the front. And then also here you get another image here, the inside. This one's got a pretty good amount of features. You get an audio commentary, it looks like, from one of the writer from Roger Moore, and an uncredited writer producer, Brian Forbes, moderated by Jonathan South Scott. Then you get some new features. You get like the man who became a friend, from a biographer, Gareth Owens, on Roger Moore. And then you get some interviews. You get Alfred Hitchcock Presents The Case of Mr. Pelham, an episode series based on the original short story. So this coincides with this movie, which that's a cool little touch. I like that. Roger Moore a masterclass documentary. So really cool stuff in here. This is another solid release. If you didn't get that release that I said before, like I think it was a Kino release, this might be a better release because it has more features. Probably, I don't think that other release really had many features. And this is probably similar transfer, probably same transfer. So looks wise, it probably is about the same, but feature wise, this seems to be the set to go. And with Imprint stuff, I mean, it's typically region free, so you don't have to worry about encoding. So price wise, that other one is probably cheaper, but hey, you pay for quality, guys. Get this version. So, but that's it for my little quick overview of a couple Imprint titles from May. Be watching out for some more coming up. And please, of course, check out the rest of Chasing Labels here. Andrew's over there, running the main show right now. We will be back with more things coming soon. We got some stuff to announce. More of me. You'll see more of me soon. But thanks, everybody. I appreciate it, and enjoy your movies.